Morning, well, Zippy Trev here. It's a windy, bloody day up here today, but at least the sun's shining and it's still nice and warm, so roll the intro. Hi, Zippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it. Okay, so I got a couple of messages in comments saying I did the clutch all wrong on my bike. So, all right, let's set about doing it the right way. So, first and foremost, I don't have any free play here. I don't know if that's... Oh, there's... Not really. There's no real free... I've got to have free play there, but... There is a little bit there. Not much. I don't know if you call that free play or not. That little bit there. Not really. It doesn't really move the clutch lever. And apparently the other thing I did wrong was down behind the derby, only came 1/4 turn out, a quarter turn out on the Allen key head instead of going a full half to 1 turn out. So let's start the whole procedure over again. See if we can get it right this time. Before I go too much further too, I'm just going to put a little bit of lube up in here. Just up in there, a little bit of lube. That makes that a little bit easier. Let's go down there. So the first thing we need to do is this. Right, first thing we do here is we need to undo this and back this cable all the way off. Let's just give it all the looseness that it needs. That's pretty, that's pretty sloppy right there. As we can see up here, pretty loose and sloppy up there too, as it should be. So we've got no clutch at all. That's all how it should be. Oop, I'm holding the tripod, so I might just put a bit of spray down the cable. Rightio, so now we come down to our derby cover. Let's see if we can get this adjusted right. And then we go back up top and readjust that adjuster till it's a little bit of free play. They say a nickel, which here would be a 5 or 10 cent piece thickness. As we don't have nickels here, we have 5 cent coins, 10 cent coins, 20 cent coins, 50 cent coins, and then $1 and $2 coins. So this is the easy part, just doing this. So I don't know if you guys can actually see in there what you can actually see. That's the screw they're talking about. Just make sure I've got the right Allen key here. So this one, I only went a quarter turn out. Oh, it's the wrong Allen key. There we go. So I only went a quarter turn out instead of a full half turn. So firstly, crack the nut. There we go. We wind our nut out. We wind this out. Take all the pressure off. Now, go in till it's tight. Right, that's tight there. And we'll go 1/2 turn. Bit over half a turn out. That should be perfect. Some say do a whole turn, but I think 1 turn should do it. Locked in. There we go. Now we go back to this adjustment here, and we start winding this out. Oh, there we go. So we go back to this adjustment here, and I'm looking for adjustment up on the handlebar up here. So it's coming in, and that's it there. So you can see the clutch moving there. That should be it. I've got I got that much play up there. So, oh, there we go. So I got play up there. This is what they say I should have. Sorry about the camera work. I don't think I've got that right. Let's lock this down. And that should be our clutch adjustment. Hopefully I've got it right this time. There we go. Back to our derby. Put this back together. There's plenty of oil in there. Yep, plenty of oil in there. I run gender neutral fluid in there. I used to run 20W50, and then okay. I used to run 20W50 in the primary here, and then someone told me about gender neutral fluid, because that's what automatics run. It's transmission fluid. Well, we call it gender neutral fluid now. Not allowed to say the word tranny. It even gets you blocked on Facebook if you use the word tranny. Even if you're talking about an automatic, Facebook shipbook will actually cover your comments. The word tranny can no longer be used as a shortened version of the word transmission. It can't use that word anymore. So this is gender neutral fluid. The fucking world's gone so fucking woke, it's bullshit. Can't believe the bullshit that's going on nowadays and what the world's come to. Everyone's offended by everything. I'm offended that people are offended. How's that? I'm offended that people are offended by people being offensive when they're not even being offensive. You know, we used to have lollies over here called fags, little white candy cigarettes with a red end on them. Well, they're not called fags anymore, they're called fads. We used to have Coon cheese. Now it's Cheers cheese. Now what the fuck is going on with this world? It's completely fucked up. Anyway, right out, that's the derby cover done. That's the clutch adjustment in there. Let's get the bike off the stand. Right, bike's off the stand, and we're ready for a cold start. They did say cold start, we're ready for a cold start. They did say do all this cold, do not do it when the bike's warm, so we won't. Rightio, ready for a cold start. I'm actually going to chuck some boots on, just so helps me with gear changes. So hopefully I put it into gear and no walking down the driveway. So why this played up in the first place, I really don't know. I mean, it was fine the day before I rode it. Come out the next day. I came out the next day, jumped on the bike, and it wasn't working, so. Give her a bit of a warm. We'll give her a bit of a warm up. I don't normally ride in shorts. I do have my boots on, but I don't normally ride in shorts. So there's no noises that shouldn't be there. No rattles, no clunks or anything like that. Bike sounds the way it should. Let's try it. Oh, that feels good. Well, neutral was easy to find just then. I've got the JC mic on, so I've got my wireless, my beautiful JC microphone on. That's why you can hear me, but you can't see me because I'm still halfway up the driveway. Rightio, that worked. Rightio, world. and I just found neutral. Beautiful. All right, so the next thing I'll do, I've got to put some gear on, strap some cameras to the bike. Hopefully they won't fucking play up like they have been. Righto, well, I'll get back to you in a little while when I've got cameras on the bike, I'm geared up, and we can go for a bit of a ride and test it out fully, but I think we're sorted, so... thank you for your comments. I've certainly paid attention to them. I've done exactly what you said in the comments. I did watch one YouTube on a clutch adjustment. It was everything you said. So I think I've got this right, but we need to go for a ride and see if I still have the problem changing from 5th down to 4th. But yeah, thank you very much for your comments. And yep, and yes, I've got the clutch adjusted the way you meant to do it by the book. So I do thank you for that. Anyway, I've got to go and get geared up and we'll go for a ride. Catch you in a minute. Right, well, we're on the bike. Let's see how far we get before either one or both or none of these Ghost Pros decide to shit themselves and shut down on me. They've been absolute pain in the arse lately. So, feels good. Feels way better than it did. It does feel good. No class down here. They've got a Bobcat in their build. So let's go and see what they're doing. Yard. It's a windy one today. Yeah, that feels good. Actually, the clutch feels a bit heavier than it's felt before too. I mean, this has got a girl's clutch in it, but this actually feels a little bit heavier than it has. Alright, let's go. Fair bit of traffic on the road this morning. I don't think there's anything going on that I know about. There's a lot of traffic on the road this morning. Traffic up front. This guy's not in a hurry to go anywhere. Go. The light feels really, really good. Perfect speed. Everything feels good now. Yeah, everything feels good now. Neutral is still a bit hard to get, but I've never been able to find neutral that easy on this bike. And actually, I've never been able to find neutral easy on any of my Harleys. They've always been tight. Bit of pet food on legs over there, having a look. Bloody horses. God, it's windy out today. I'm not going too far, I'm just blowing its box off. I need to go and see if Kimmy's got some red paint at the hardware for one of my models. Yeah, mine feels good. No clutch slippage. Changing the way it should. Yeah. bendy. Right, really. So yeah, thank you very much for the comments in the bike video on doing the clutch. Thank you very much. Like I said, did everything you told me to do. Everything seems to be fine again. So it doesn't look like I need to go buying any clutch parts. It's always a bonus. I mean, at some stage will have to be done. You know, who knows when this clutch was last redone. And I've done my miles. I've already blown up the other motor that was in the original motor that was in here. So I guess at some stage the clutch will need to be redone, but at the moment it feels fine. Do a few more rides on it. If I start to feel like it's on the way out, then we'll do something. Then I just don't know why it happened. What happened the other day? How it played up or why it played up. Still can't figure that one out. It was fine one day, and the very next day it wasn't. So maybe it had to do with that gearbox oil. Had the wrong oil in it. Man, the street's busy today. Delicious. Smells delicious. Right, I'm just going to see if Kimmy's got some stuff that I need. Oh yeah, got some red paint for the frame rails in my truck model. I'll probably have to start that the next day or so. We had a little bit of a family incident happening and sent me back a couple of days. I won't get into it, but anyway. R.I.P. Shawnee. Feels good, like it's supposed to. Supposed to be heading back up to Mount Morgan at the end of the week. I should have been going down to Weed Heads to say goodbye to my brother, but I don't know how to get there, and I'm going to get so lost trying to get myself there and find my way back that unfortunately, I'm just not going to make that trip. I hope Mum and Jeff understand. Yeah, another bike feels really good. I think I've got it right. Certainly learned something new. As I say, you're never too old to learn anything, and I'd always done my clutches a little bit different to that, but now I've done it the way they told me to do it. It worked. Yeah, everything's fine. The bike just feels big and clunky like she normally does. G'day, Trip. Yeah, I saw you vid, mate. My bike's probably half as... My bike probably sent me some of them big leaks that you were showing, but I'm just not into new stuff at all. Anything new I couldn't even work on myself, so I'll stick with the old girls. So this bike of mine's pretty heavy for what it is. And then when I overload it like I do, like fully overloaded, got a few trips down to Victoria where I've got so much shit hanging off the bike, it's like I'm back for a year. Yeah, bike just running so smooth at the moment, I'm loving it. Yeah, and
change is good. I've got no clutch slippage. I don't know who just waved to me, but they did. Gotta watch this intersection here. It's full of fucking gravel. Spun up the back wheel the other day, just tootling through. The main street at Big's pretty busy this morning. I haven't seen this busy in a long time. I might quickly drop in to see Janet. There's a car park there. Yep, there is. Apparently she's got a pair of jeans for me, which is good. I'm always looking for jeans. Hard to get jeans my size, second hand. When she rings me up, she says, I've got some jeans here for you. Found neutral. So yes, I always roll into neutral on the roll. Never pull up and stop and try and find neutral. It's impossible on this bike. Most Harleys are like that. So it's easy if you know where you're about to end up. You just pop her in neutral and roll to a stop. Alright, let's go see what she's got.
Yeah, I'll come see you Monday. Huh? What? Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, a bit of strap up. I'm still not 100% clean. Not really. Right, a couple of pairs of jeans. That may or may not fit. Put away from me, don't know if they're going to fit or not. What's this clown in front of me doing? He doesn't know what he's doing. But someone's waving to me. Oh, bit of backfire. Fuel bomb. Don't normally backfire. Neutral, nice and easy to find while on the roll. So I'm on the roll right now. I'm already into neutral. And I just let the bike do the rest. It's easier than trying to pull up and then find neutral. Do the same with traffic lights and pretty much everything else. Rightio, well, I call that a win. So clutch is adjusted, it's all running good. Bike feels as good as it should. I wouldn't mind getting a ride into maybe over to Children again, or maybe, look, I'm not really sure. I wouldn't mind a little bit longer ride just to check it, but I think it's good to go. So So yeah, thanks for the comments. I really appreciate it, and I do read all the comments, as you can see, and I do listen to what you tell me, and I take your advice and I act on it. So anyway, world, stay safe, keep your knees and debris, and I will catch you later. Bye.